What's up, everybody? Finally doing the Darth Vader videos that I've been announcing for a while. I do have all the 6-inch scale. Next ones I'm going to do are the Disney ones. They're like 6.5, 6 3/4, so that's why I'm going to do them next and quickly get them out of the way. But here are the original Black, well, all of the Black Series ones so far until the next one comes out, which is going to be an 8-inch scale. That one's going right now on Hasbro Pulse. I think it's 70 or 80 bucks. I think it's 80 for pre-orders. It comes out in June. It's going to have an endoskeleton, like an actual skeleton of a being, and supposedly hyper realism. Like they're talking like they're going to blow S.H.Figuarts out of the way. They're going to blow out. But then again, it's going to be in its own market at the 8-inch scale. So, be that as it may. Here are the three. So, of the Black Series, these are by Hasbro. What I'm planning on doing is doing each one of these videos, and I'm going to basically show you each one, and then pick which one, of course, is my favorite of each group. And then overall, I'm going to put them all out and say which ones I think are best and in what order. And then, as always, try to give some pricing tips. Alright, so here's the original, the blue line box release of the Darth Vader. So right here we have, we still had some very excellent, this would be Return of the Jedi. Some excellent colors. We've got the, basically him and the Wrath one are the same, exactly, except his helmet comes off, and there you go, you've got Anakin, and you can move it around. It doesn't separate, but you can actually get it back a lot farther. So you can get him into his death pose, but you can't do like you would with a Mafex or SH and take his hand off and make it look exactly, or excuse me, take that hand off and make it look exactly. He has the full ball peg and pivot on this, and he does not have a toe pivot, but he does have full ankle. He has a knee joint, not double. Yes. Double. And then he has what I'm going to talk about in a minute, his hip joints. They're both ball joints. And then, of course, the original cloth that comes down around. I've had this guy forever. The cloth comes down. That part was so great to have that accuracy. I love that they put the actual robe, because that's kind of a big part of his figure. Now, here's where we run into what I consider problems, okay? First off, the helmet does not snap in. Everybody knows about this by now, probably. If you're moving this, you have to be really careful, because you can get him over here, see, and he's loose. So then you need to reset it. So anytime that you're moving the head of this blue line Darth Vader, okay, hold the bottom and then move it like that. So you're getting the whole thing all together, because it just doesn't snap in. It doesn't have a part on top for it to slide in. Still one of my favorites. It's the first Black Series one that was done, so it deserves credit for that. And then, of course, the cloth. They use a lot of cloth. They use quality cloth. It still lasted all these years. And then they threw in this little part. Let me see if I can get a close-up on it. A thicker part on the corners of each part of the cape. What that does is add a little bit of weight to it, and it allows you to get a little extra fold. You can get a little extra fold out of it. You can get a fold on the inside. If you want to go kind of like Dracula style, bring it out. Bring it out. Let's go Dracula. The wolves. Okay, anyway, so the one issue I have, now it could just be the one I got, that sometimes happens, but even since I first had him, the joints have been so loose in the hips, the ball joints. He is the #1 figure, I'm going to go ahead and put him back there, that falls. Of all my collection, he falls and loves to fall. The only issue with that is, I mean, you can obviously fix that by just getting a stand. But it is something to think about. But right now on Amazon, I think it's about 26 bucks. So I would run over there and grab it if I could. Oh, I forgot to show you. Once again, we got the pretty accurate belt. We have the waist swivel. It's actually a ball joint in there, I believe. He does not have an upper body or upper chest swivel, but he does. He'll get you left, he'll get you right. And then, of course, the clothing limits a little bit of the. You don't want to rip that. With the arms, the hands have full 360 rotation. The lightsaber, it's very well done. I mean, okay, it's not very well done. It's okay. You can take it out. It's more of an orange. That's something everybody kind of knows. That's how you know which figure easily. It's more of an orange color, and it's a little short for the size. But then again, think about it. This was the first one out of the gate, and once again, just from that, his head is off. See, now when I put him down, I'll put both his feet down. Okay, this is a balanced stance. Let's see if he can manage it. Now, he officially hates me. Well, if we get him a little bit of a hunch forward, he'll stay, hopefully. Let's give him that little hunch. Okay, you know what? I'm not having him fall. Okay, here's the Emperor's Wrath. Now this one came out as a Walgreens exclusive. Everybody was hyped up. It's going to be worth a lot of money. It's going to be great. And then we found out it was exactly the same one, except all they did was replace the skull. And one thing I wanted to say, one complaint I have is the silver dog chain. First off, the original has kind of the dog puppy eyes, the brown eyes. Then this one has another silver chain. Darth Vader, none of the movies, Rebels, or the shows Rebels, Clone Wars, whatever, he never ever had a silver chain. He always had either, you saw about 3 or 4 links of a black chain, or you saw that his tabard, or whatever you want to call it, the armor part, right at the top, the cloth went right into the actual helmet. So that part always bugged me. But I do still love, I really do. I really appreciate the skull inside there. I think that's cool. You get that one moment of that flash. You can repeat that scene. You didn't even need to come with a lightsaber. It would have been nice if they just, at least with this version, given us the ability to take that arm off. Once again, by the way, and this is the same body as that one. Apparently, at least as far as I'm concerned, they did a great job of improving the balance and the hips. As you can see, he stands very well. Boom, done. So sometimes I wish I could just rip the heads off and switch them, but the body actually has a little bit more weight. That might be why, something they checked into. But if you put them side by side, they are essentially the same exact figure, except for the head is different. But once again though, on these, I want to show you real quick. Is, of course, like I said, it's the same figure. So let's pull this back. His armor. The armor usually gets in the way, but not on this. That's just one thing they did great. Make sure that the cloth is away when you're moving him to pose the armor, and then come back down. And then, if you get it leveled off, you can bring it up, out, and he will go in. The joint will go in. So you can get the arm straight out, and then add in, whatever bend you want with the wrist. Now, of course, with this particular one, he's being fried, picking up the Emperor and throwing him down the shaft, so it's kind of not exactly the most necessary. I really wish the original had this, but hey, when you start off, and again, this has that same little material, the heavy material on the bottom. I've had this guy since, man, we thought Walgreens, everybody's like, oh man, this is going to be worth a lot. Stock up. I think I bought 3 of them. And I think you can get them from most places like $7, $10 now. I mean, for what it is, and by the way, he has a bent lightsaber. Yeah. So you could tell even they probably were thinking, God, why does he have a lightsaber? All right, we're at the 10-minute mark. So let's go with, who's sitting here? The 40th anniversary. Or just the Black Series one that's, it's the same one. That's being sold now in stores. And the 40th anniversary is still available. Usually you can get the whole I think I call it early bird morning kit, legacy kit, whatever it is. It comes with the original stand. Walmart had it for like $7. You might be able to catch some deals on this dude. This is one of the best Vader figures ever made. And this is from a guy who has about 150 of the 3.75 inch ones and has all the 6-inch ones. And from Japan, has all the sculpts, all that kind of stuff. This is one of the better. I got to give Hasbro props. Number 1, the saber. Let's take a look. That's how his saber should look. Red, crimson. Number 1, they just said, forget it. We're not going to mess with this helmet thing anymore. We're not doing it. So they just simply made us. And this is, by the way, A New Hope, and those are both Return of the Jedi, of course. And as you see, they accurately have it where it just goes straight into I just call it a tabard. Kind of like an old medieval armor type piece because of the way the robing comes down so perfectly. I'm going to show you pretty soon a Mafex figure that I have, the Rogue One, where someone customized it, took the plastic out. Well, we put all of this cloth and everything and put it actually in, put it on that one. It makes it look really awesome. But these guys did it first, so they get the credit. Now head back this far. Head left, head right. I don't have to worry though about the top coming off, so that's what's good. He still doesn't have a lot of motion. He's head motion. He's Darth Vader. He's not gonna. He has an excellent little choking hand pointer finger thing going on over here. We have, of course, the 360 on the hand. Then we have, I believe, yes, a double jointed elbow. And let's check out the arm. Let's check out the armor. Boom. And it's so easy, so smooth. You can get full rotation. Actually, you can get yeah, if you want to risk pulling the ball out, you can go, I would say this far and that far, but I mean, you really don't ever need to go that far. And I kind of like to pose them like, hey, I'm about to choke you. Now the cape, and they came with, look at this. I mean, really good quality material. I mean, this is Batman sized cape, and it's great because you can get quite a bit of a fold going on. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, of course, but that's the fold that I go with. One thing I like, and then he actually has the less movement in the hip or in the lower this area. In fact, he doesn't move really at all. But his legs, nice tight ball joints. You have nice tight ball joints here. Then you have these are nice and tight. And look at how smooth that looks. So when if you want to go for an action scene, it still looks pretty realistic. You can get him in this kind of a pose. I bet you anything he stays in it too. He's crazy. It's really easy to balance. You can get him up to about that high. Stretch him out. He's all right. So then we have the ankle, pivot, and rotation. Full rotation and pivot on the ankle, and that's all you really need. And you don't want to use it too much if you don't want him to start doing the splits on you. This to me is definitely the best of the Black Series so far. And the 8-inch one, the $80 one, which is, these are all at the $20 price point. It has to be absolutely amazing, and I can't put it in really with these because it's not, you know, it won't be a black, it's a Black Series figure, that's what they're calling it, but it won't be anywhere near the 6-inch scale. Alright, so this is of course the winner, as he has been for many. They even got the little part where it's matte on the cheek. If you see that, I don't know if you can see that a little bit, and then on the other side it's nice and glossy black, but not too glossy. If you remember, in the first one it was not. No puppy dog eyes this time, although I do wish I had gotten the alternate red eye one. That was very hard to find. Very few people were fortunate enough. Just look at that material though. Look at the accuracy. This is dead on from the movie. I will put a picture. It'll be in the opening and the ending of this video, and you'll be able to see and compare. I'll do one from Return of the Jedi when Vader is whole, and I'll do one when he's being electrocuted, so you can see how movie accurate. But this one takes the prize for just being a great figure, being a great Black Series figure, and being the best Black Series Darth Vader, in my opinion. And you can get it really cheap right now, so I suggest you do that. But don't forget, you know, the old school still deserves some respect. The original, the blue line, $26 on Amazon. Someone's got them up for sale. Hopefully it still has them up. Have a great day. Have a great night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you very much. Sorry I went on a little long, but I plan on going into depth into these Vader reviews to give you everything I can. The S.H.Figuarts and the Mafex ones are going to definitely take a little while. Alright, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out my Facebook page. And if you want, check out my Twitch, which is also RevanJJ. Thank you very much. Hey folks, I made a goof up in the main part of the video. I'm going to edit this in somewhere. I wanted to show you, I don't know why I did not tell you this and why I thought otherwise. I just realized it. His hand does come off. Now, it's not necessarily as cut off, I believe it was around here as Luke did, but check this out. They did do it, and they did a pretty good job. I mean, the wiring's nice. I mean, it doesn't look burnt or anything, but hey, some of it, like one SH I'm going to show you, is just nothing but a bunch of silver in there. So that's a great deal, and you know, that's unique to the Emperor's Wrath. That's what this one's officially called, Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader. I had to show you that, and there's his hand holding a lightsaber. You can have the lightsaber off, like in the movie, you know, taken off, especially since mine is bent and I need to boil it. I'll fix that, but easy trick. Everybody should know it. Just boil them and they straighten out usually by themselves. Not give them a little help, hold them for a few seconds, and then put them in the freezer, and boom, they'll be exactly the way they should be. But again, I wanted to correct that and throw this in there. This is going to come at the end of the video. Thank you very much.